Hello, welcome everybody. My name is Ashley Christopher. I am presenting on behalf of the YMCA Employment Services Division. Our project began in October of 2019, and we are currently ongoing. Next slide, please. Today I'm joined by Christine Young, our CEO, and Leah Kalfas, our other career coach. Next slide, please. So the YMCA of Western Newfoundland has a long history of supporting individuals and their pathways to their ideal future, whether that's through employment, education, community work, or recreation. We've been supporting people on their employment journey with programs such as transitions to work, linkages, helping youth prepare for employment, federal public sector youth employment services programs for a number of years. Let's see. So for our YES pilot project, our main research questions were what employment supports are needed to address the identified gaps and barriers for at-risk individuals ages 12 to 40 in Corner Broken Bay Islands, and how can the research on employment supports and the evaluation of the pilot project be used to develop best practices for the delivery of employment services using YES drop-in employment services. So our initial approach to research focused on identifying gaps and barriers for individuals in Corner Broken Bay Islands. From that, we've been pulling together some of the best, most promising practices to provide programs and services. Next slide, please. So some early learnings through our research, the focus of, this is from some of our stakeholders that were interviewed and surveyed. So there's a whole host of services provided that cover Corner Brook and Bay of Islands. So, and we have representation from nonprofit, government, education, healthcare, youth-based, and business. So a total number of employment barriers that were identified was 84. The average number of employment barriers identified per stakeholder meeting was 9.64. The top three most frequently identified employment barriers were transportation, mental health, and childcare. So the range of employment barriers identified from these meetings was 19. We put this number in there to show that there is a community need, not just for those individuals who are at risk. Next slide, please. So continuing on with our early learnings and impacts post-COVID. So COVID really, changed, it really brought new things to light that maybe we've been sitting on or aware of for a number of years, but there were additional barriers and gaps in the world of work that were certainly brought to light. Post-COVID, we recognize that the world of work has changed. The definition of an essential worker has changed. The value proposition of work changed. Individuals are more reflective and have a new awareness of what poverty means and are also more aware of social justice. So from this, we can we can take a focus on more client-centered approach to what services we are providing from our drop-in center and programs. It's been determined that it is most impactful and effective to meet our client where they are in their employment journey, and to give them an individualized plan for success and to work with them to achieve said plan. This would include things like defined services for individualized interventions. It would, kind of differentiate a job from meaningful to decent and recognize that meaningful and decent employment changes for each individual. And it also highlighted the need for new tools and delivery models that help our clients meet their needs. And next slide, please. So what we are currently working on, our employment supports drop-in center is open and running. We've seen more uptake of that service in the last few months, which is really great. We're looking at a suite of resources and different things that we can use from partner organizations as well as developed in-house to front load our clients and our colleagues with information about what we offer, what we do, what services we provide. We are, sorry, I've lost my spot. We're working on ensuring the needs of our employees and employers are reflected in our services to our clients, and we're hoping to achieve that by focus groups with businesses, focus groups with other career development practitioners across the province and the country. We want to represent a fair picture of what our clients and individuals are experiencing, so that we can do those best practices and best help them in their journeys. So as always, we are taking a client-centered approach to our services. We are looking at stronger, more comprehensive assessments with individuals to better meet their needs. We are using the Prime platform for this, and we love it. We're looking at stronger community partnerships, which would help increase our client access to wraparound supports, and a stronger referral system from agencies, whether that's partner agencies, community-based organizations, or government for client services. Next slide, I think that might be it. Yep. So thank you very much for the opportunity to speak here today, and that's where you can find us on our social media presence and email.